What would be the best advice you would have for someone who's either starting a business today or running a business today when so many people are kind of down and think, this is the where it's going and America's on a downward trend and this is just where it's at?
You've got tremendous opportunity because you're a contrarian thinker.
Right.
And nobody's going to be earning money in my lifetime betting against the United States of America. Hasn't worked for the last 2 centuries. I don't think it's going to work for the next generation either. And the most important thing, of course, isn't being like a genius. It isn't like having like some fantastic athletic talent. The most important thing is persistence. And it's being ready to get back up the 101st time after you've fallen down 100 times. That is the most important, I think, habit that successful people all share.
Yeah, amen. I love that. It's interesting as you're talking, I'm from Ireland, and a number of years ago, I did a speaking tour through Europe, and we had stadiums and convention centers full of people everywhere we went. And when I would go in my event preparation, I would be asking all these questions, and I would say, well, what's the single biggest gift I could give your audience? What's the biggest need they have, and what can I bring to them? And across the board, each place I went, in one language or another, whether it was Greece or Spain or Portugal or Italy or wherever, Germany, they would say, can you help our people have more ambition? And I've done 2,600 seminars, most of them in the US and Canada. And never once did I have to try to create ambition for an audience, shape it, direct it. But it's just not in the American DNA. Ambition is in the DNA. And even, the much maligned younger people of, the Gen Zs and the millennials, there is an ambition there. It's a different packaging and a different presentation, but the ambition still is there, and it's there to be tapped into. And as an employer myself, I'm looking to find these ambitious young people, and they're there. They stand out amongst the crowd, so they're easy to identify. And there's still significant opportunities in the marketplace. I believe we're right at where Jimmy Carter was in 1979, and now's the time to buy, now's the time to invest, and now's the time to grow.
Well, it's a funny thing, Brian. I mean, I don't get out as much as you, but I get out a little bit. And I'm really struck by how afraid kids are today. There's so much fear and anxiety, and this is the most prosperous, the most protected generation in American history. And so part of what you're saying resonates with me in this way. I think that our millennials and our Zoomers, our Generation Z, I think they want to be as successful as everybody else, but they're afraid they can't do it. And part of what we have to say is, don't be afraid. You can do it.
Yeah.